Welcome, lads and ladettes. Latoya, how are you? Are you from OFG? I can't remember. I've been getting some new subs hanging out like in the gaming community. I'm so sorry. I have a really bad memory, and it's 6:31 a.m. here in Australia. So yeah, doing AC Milan PSG. So it's really a do or die game for Milan. Let's have a look at the group stages. I'm pretty sure Milan's like either bottom of the group. No, not bottom, maybe third. Let me see. Sorry, I'm still half asleep. So let's see results. Starts in about 4 minutes. Kickoff's at 6:35. It's like 6:32. So I've actually been watching the Dortmund Newcastle game. Just as I jumped on to watch, Dortmund scored their second goal. They look really good the way they play. They have a lot of young players. It's a shame though because ends up buying all their players. Whenever a German team has great players, they always buy their players. Same as Juve, but worse. Like at least Serie A is a bit more balanced. Like in Germany, it's really a one-horse race. Let's see. David, how are you, my friend? That's all right. I always appreciate. So let's see. Let's see. Hey folks, I'll do my best to join you all here and after Spurs last night. Let's hope it's another cracker. I would have a fun for Saint Denis if forced to. Yeah, I don't like the money teams. I'm not a Milan fan, but yeah, I'm still gonna go for the Italian teams, of course. And like I said before, it actually is nice to see teams like that, playing in the Champions League. I'm happy to see Newcastle there. Even Man United. I used to hate Man United as a kid, but you need teams like that. It's like having a World Cup without Brazil or Germany. Like seeing Liverpool in the Europa is like weird. Okay, let's see. Tables. So it's still 2-0 for. So excuse me. Actually, it's Copenhagen Man United. So whenever you see a football game and the first team is like that's usually where it's played. That's the home team. So, for example, it's AC Milan versus PSG. AC Milan's first. That means it's being played in Italy, in Milan. So, Arsenal are doing all well. Stokuti, shut up, man. God, you're going on about that. Someone's obsessed. Someone's deflecting. We already have enough people doing that, bro. Are you watching the Dortmund game? You know what? Dortmund playing really well, but I want to see Newcastle do well. It is better for me. Yeah, Milan's bottom of the group. That's only because they haven't played yet. Obviously, we're going to be watching that. Damn. Two draws and, and a loss. 0 goals for. That's great. Leal's been very, very wasteful. What do you mean? Dude, she subbed to me, then shared my channel. So I did the same. It's in a different community. I didn't have a jacket. And then she started sharing my channel. So I thought, that's a very nice girl. I find out she's Australian as well. Jesus Christ, man. She happens to be pretty as well. She happens to be a good looking girl. Doesn't mean anything. I can't, I'm not, look, some people can virtually stalk, but that's just not me. All right, the game's starting now. Stop wait. See, you distracted me, Bane. It's supposed to help me. Jeez, I'm not gonna push it. I should delete that post. Watch that. All right, I just got to make sure that And you know what? Internet's been sucking today. Oh, shut up. If anyone has those sort of allegations, it's you know who. If that person stalks exactly, I wouldn't. Thank you. I've got to put that up. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you suck every day as well on your knees. I love the Champions League music. So nostalgic. Wow. I wish I could show you. They're showing that it's the outside of the San Siro. All the players are walking through the tunnel. Look at PSG's team, man. Like every player is a superstar. Rafael Leao. Giroud. You know what? I never liked Giroud. Screw you, man. I never liked Giroud, but man, he shows up to the big games. You know, like they used, like even in Italy, they used to pay out Morata, and Morata cops a lot from the Spanish press as well. I have no idea why he scores in the big game. Because I'm trying to hide Adama. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie indoors. I don't even want to like. You know what? I'm gonna. NB's not here, so I have to hide. I have to hide behind my avatar, which is a picture of me. People on YouTube crack me up. Oh, shut up, Craig Foster. Craig Foster used to play for Australia, and I hope he's not commentating because I remember him having like a big argument with Ange Postecoglou when Ange was coaching the youth teams because we ended up going to, I can't remember where, it was somewhere in Asia, and we lost to teams like Malaysia and things like that. So yeah, they were like ripping into Ange Postecoglou, and even when he coached Australia, people were like, "He won't get us to the World Cup." Man, he won a shitload of trophies with Celtic, and now he's doing really well. That's hilarious. In the Milan fans, some of them are holding up Sicilia, like Sicilian. That is why a lot of the Italians in Sydney actually go for AC Milan. I'm one of the few Italians, like Napolitano and Sicilian, who actually goes for Juventus. There's actually a valid reason for that. It's because Sicily's, the South's always been more poorer. So a lot of Sicilians go to the north to get a job. It's more industrial. Now I still got the Kermit the Frog throat. My Wi-Fi, it's fun. Like we can still watch it. It's just freezing. It actually froze when Dortmund scored their second goal. I was cursing the Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna actually just use my data instead. That should be faster. I have no idea what's going on. I think they're doing maintenance around here. Yeah, they're warming up. The game's gonna start. So, I think about 3:45. Sorry, 6:45. It's nearly 6:40. They should be starting soon. Mbappe. Mbappe. I'm surprised that I guessed that Henri was the fastest player or is the fastest player in football history. I don't know what it is. The way Mbappe sprints, and I also think it's his movement on the ball. Like Henri wasn't like let's say a Ronaldinho, and like would do all these tricks and stuff like that. But his pace, yeah. Seen players that have like a 10, 15 meter head start, and you just see like Henri just overtake them. It's fucking insane. There's already shit being thrown on. Is that Donnarumma? I can't remember. They can't show the face. You just see a goalkeeper throwing some. Yeah, it was Donnarumma. They're throwing shit. Oh, that's right. AC Milan fans really hate Donnarumma. That's right. That's right. He's going to be boo. Even oh man, on the AC. This is going to be a very interesting game. Wait, let me get a towel or something. Yeah, I know my fucking cameras. That's why, to be honest, you know me. I don't fucking. I don't even ask people. I hardly ever ask people to even press like. But I've got my PayPal there. If you feel generous, any little pocket money that I make is going to go back into my channel. So I actually want to get a new camera. Edwin, how are you? Good blessings to you as well. Nah, I've got a special sock for that, babe. called my grot sock because it's a bit grotty. Minka, why is it freezing? It better not freeze. Bro, I'll smash this phone if it freezes while, like, when there's a goal. I can hear the commentating, but it's not friggin' moving. What is wrong with you? Oh, it is today. I was watching yesterday. It was fine. So they got Leao, Giroud, Pulisic. For any Americans out there, very good player. Loftus Cheek's good. Reinders, I think it's Reinders, his name, the Dutch dude. He's really good. He's got a lot of potential, young dude. I'm gonna just open close. It's working, but it's just yeah, it's freezing up a little bit. It's pinging off. Excuse me, trying to make. Man, you know what? Even Claudio, how are you, good sir? Joe de la Mura, mezza paisano. I was just going to talk about Leao, how he's a frustrating player. Even Ibrahimovic was saying that. It was like he needs to push himself more because he's a bit lazy. He's a bit lazy. He kind of reminds me of Ozil. Obviously, way different position, but like Ozil was lazy. He could have been one of the greatest players. Okay, so Dembele, Mbappe, who else they got? Hakimi, man. Hernandez, Skriniar, man. Oh, I didn't know Skriniar. Oh wow, Inter sold Skriniar. But actually, Inter have a very good team. Very good team. Bane, I've got something for you. Hold on. Oh no, shit, it's over here. There you go. Well, anyway, they're still warming up, so good thing is I don't know the other results as well, so yeah, and I'm going to be working later, so I have a lot of football to catch up on. So tomorrow there are also a set of games at about 5 and about like now nearly 7 o'clock. So I'll try to do 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. There are so many awesome games. So again, you know, match day 4 is usually, if you have a look statistically, that's the day where you kind of see teams getting knocked out, or I can't remember which group, but there's one group that's just completely open, including Milan. If Milan win this, now that Newcastle have lost, it's going to be interesting. But Dortmund a draw with Dortmund would have been more beneficial for AC Milan. God, the other morning you had to freak me out with that wee man pick. Now you're talking about my grot sock. All right, they're showing highlights of the first game. Wow, they opened up AC Milan like a tin of tuna, nothing. Wow, Mbappe's goal against. Wow, I didn't watch the replay. PSG for once are playing good. It's like that sometimes. Like Messi left and now they're playing way better. I think the problem, like, it's like when Ronaldo went to United, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he scored a lot of goals, but the rest of the team were playing shit. You know, so it wasn't a coincidence that as soon as Ronaldo left, all of a sudden United started winning games. But you know, there's something wrong at United. I don't know if it's the owners, because even Ronaldo complained about the training and all that shit. Even though it was a bit of an excuse, because he complained like a year and a half later. It's like you've been there a year and a half, and now all of a sudden you want to leave. That's something I don't like about Ronaldo. Even at Juve, he decided to like leave earlier because Juve just managed to get into the Champions League. He has too much pride to play in the Europa. I can never see him playing in the Europa. Damn, this one could get PSG long. Real Braga. No, sorry, yeah. And then Napoli, Union Berlin. That's going to be an interesting game. They won 1-0 away. Real Sociedad, Benfica, Salzburg, Inter. Nice. This is going to be, oh man, there's going to be so much good football. So much good football. Bang. Can you hear? I'm trying to not to screw myself up with copyright shit. I don't want to. But I want to hear the commentating as well, a little bit. Ronaldo's mistake was never playing for Milan. Well, at least the real Ronaldo played for Milan. It's funny, like, look, Ronaldo is one of the hardest working players, not the most naturally gifted. Do you remember when he first started playing at United? He was frustrating. Ferguson used to get the shits with him because, like, he would be on that left wing, and if you notice, like, yeah, he does all these step overs, this and that, and then he'll get tackled. You know what I mean? Like, Ronaldo is not the most skillful dribbler, but he can do little one-touch things, like, someone passes the ball, he can flick it, nutmeg you, and then run right past you. I'm talking about prime, Ronaldo at his peak. So, but Brazilian Ronaldo, man, if I had to choose between having the skill of the Portuguese or Brazilian, forget it. Brazilian Ronaldo was a beast, like at 18. And that's the thing with Mbappe. That's my yo, yeah, we're doing a watch along, just chilling. But thing is, obviously, I can't stream it. You know what I mean? It's funny when the World Baseball Championship was on, Japan was playing. My girl was sending me all these different links. She had to send me a link every like 10 minutes because the channels, they kept getting struck and things like that. So I do not want that. Ronaldinho had at least one good season at Milan, Joe. I still remember that game against United. That pissed me off when Ronaldinho actually opened the scoring, and then I had to go to work. And I'm like, what the? United won 3-2 in Milan. Milan actually had Beckham as well. They might have even had Brazilian Ronaldo. Adriano was a shame. I want to actually do a stream talking about Adriano, Brazilian Adriano, who played for Inter, who could have possibly been the greatest striker in the world. Even he was more complete than Brazilian Ronaldo. Like, he was able to, like, he had aerial ability. Now, that's like, oh well, big deal. Watch Brazil play, especially that Brazilian generation. Do you know what I mean? The ball was always on the floor. You rarely saw Ronaldo score a header. Kaká, Ronaldinho. Exactly, Joe. He was a beast. He was scary. I'll be honest. Like, when Juve would play, he scored against Juve. He scored against all the big teams in Italy. So they always do this. They say, yeah, 6:35, but then they do the warm-up talk and shit. But that's all right. I thought I was running late, so at least we're not missing anything. Yeah, he was amazing. And then his father passed away while he was playing at Inter. And he kept going back to Brazil. And he's from the favelas. Like, you can Google him now, like YouTube videos, whatever. The last picture I saw of him was he's sitting like on a chair in the favelas, and you can just see like all the projects. And one of his mates is just giving him like a haircut with some clippers, and there's a picture of him with like some gang members, and he's got like golden guns. He literally have guns made of gold, and he's posing, and his pupils are just huge. Like, I'm not an expert when it comes to cola, but he looks like he'd been drinking a lot of Coca-Cola. Dortmund 2, Newcastle 0. Wait, let me go back. Did they show any other results? Atletico Celtic That's going to be a very interesting game. Atletico play well, but they're not the same team as like 3 years ago. Let me check something. Let me check something. Yeah, I only caught the second half. I'm just watching the first goal. Wow, they passed really well. Oh, nice. Nice little 1-2 with the... Oh, then cuts back. Beautiful. Beautiful goal. I'll be honest. I was watching Juve the other day, and I'm not going to lie. I was like, wow, this is Juve? They're actually playing well. They're sort of gone back to their original sort of style. Their that sort of counter-attacking style with absorb, and boom, quick counter-attack. And when you have explosive players like Chiesa, Kostic, who are really fast, that style works very well. But you need fast players. You know what I mean? That's what made Real Madrid so scary under Zidane. Zidane won 3 Champions League trophies in a row. Guardiola didn't. Doesn't mean crap. Zidane is not a better coach than Guardiola. I hate to admit it, but Guardiola's probably top 3 or 4. I don't think he's the best coach ever. He was at Bayern, best team in Germany. He didn't win the Champions League. That's why they hired him. His time at Bayern is actually considered a failure. Yeah, they're still warming up a bit. Shit, I ended up going to the wrong game. No, this is they're just showing highlights of the Celtic game. I'm like, why are they showing the Celtic players? Yeah, that's going to be a cracker. But I already covered that, and I sort of did this one both for Joe Delamura because he's a big AC fan, and it's just going to be a cracker of a game because I've got a feeling, I could be wrong, I've got a feeling that AC Milan are going to go hard because they have to. They have to. You know, but yeah, my point is, yeah, Guardiola does well when he has a team like Barcelona at its peak with Messi, Iniesta, David Villa, Neymar, Suarez. No, Joe. I think I heard it, but I forgot. Tell me. So Zidane's hardest opponent. That's interesting. He's probably going to name a midfielder or a defender. Because even in that final, you know why he was frustrated? It was mainly because of Gattuso. Gattuso was on Zidane's ass every time Zidane had the ball. No way, yeah, Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes is so underrated. Very, very underrated. You shut up, man. I know more than you. I'm a walking football encyclopedia. I just haven't been keeping up. This is trivial stuff, man. Jesus. Go away. It's funny. They asked Ashley Cole, like, who was like was oh sorry no they asked, is Ronaldo the hardest player you've ever had to defend against? And I can't remember who he said was the hardest, but Ashley Cole's like, nah, Ronaldo would do all these step overs and this and that, and then I'd tackle him. You know what I mean? Who doesn't rate him, you idiot? Shut up, Adama. I'm gonna mute myself. Adama, you know. And that's why you're my good friend. So, alright, start this friggin' game. Oh, Beckham's in the crowd. Henri. Henri looks the same, eh? Like, he hasn't changed. He hasn't aged. I think that Henri is the best player to not win Ballon d'Or. The season where he absolutely killed it, you know who won Ballon d'Or? And don't Google it. Someone, Joe, do you know, or Adama, the year that Henri was fucking on fire, who won Ballon d'Or over him? Actually, a Juve player. I think he might have still been at Lazio at the time, but became a Juve player. I'll give you one hint. It's an easy hint. He's from the Czech Republic. Great player, but I don't think he deserved Ballon d'Or that year. Oh, Joe, it's funny as well. They asked there was an interview with Ruud van Nistelrooy, and Ruud van Nistelrooy um like was doing some interview in England, and he's got a funny personality, and they were asking him about just Italian defending in general, and his face was just like the hardest game I've ever played was against AC Milan, and he just starts naming all the players. He's like, when you have to try and score, and you've got Nesta in your way, Maldini, Cafu, Gattuso in the midfield, Pirlo. He's like, by the end of the game, your legs are feeling sore. Ibrahimovic said something similar. All right, it's starting now. You know how they put the ball on a little thing, and then the ref comes to bring it. It keeps freezing though. That's what's pissing me off. I just hope it doesn't freeze. I might have to go 10 seconds back. Maybe that's a little bit. If I'm 10 seconds behind, it's not a big deal. I'd rather that than freezing and shit. Even if you guys don't mind. Exactly. Haven't let it, Joe. I think he might have been at Lazio at the time because Lazio went on a great run. Lazio won, could have been the UEFA Cup. Yeah, no, the Cup Winners' Cup against a Spanish team that doesn't usually make it. I think it was Mallorca. Could have been Mallorca. And Vieri scored. Christian Vieri. And Nedved scored the winner. He scored the winner. Yeah, but at one point, the Czech Republic had an amazing generation. Like Euro '96, I still remember watching that game. And they're standing for the Champions League anthem, which is weird. Yeah, I remember watching that game. And then the next game, they played Germany. And they had to win. And Italy got a penalty. And Zola, who I love, just friggin' shoots right at the keeper. Champions. What do you think about Pioli? Yeah, so it was Mallorca. Yeah. Oh, that was the last Cup Winners' Cup. Okay. I was about, I think, 14. I think when I watched that game. Do you remember Vieri actually had a massive cut on his head, and he had his head wrapped up, and he was like, he was a beast, Vieri. Vieri was one of those players that would get fouled, but because he's so big and he would try and stand on his feet, referees wouldn't give it to him. So many times I'd seen that. We so desperately, like Italy so desperately needs a Christian Vieri. At the moment, Kian is playing well. Named Mexican goalkeepers and the only keeper to force FIFA to change their rules on goalkeeping, playing as outfield players too. Mexican. See, I was gonna. If you said Colombian, of course I'd say Rene Higuita with like the donkey kick and stuff like that. Or what's his name? The Paraguayan who almost scored at France '98. I remember. Do you remember that free kick? He almost became the first goalkeeper to score a goal in a World Cup. Chilavert. Chilavert. Yeah, it was like a volley, Joe. I think I don't know, someone put the ball into the box and it got headed back, and I think he just hit it first time and it was beautiful. I mean, it's still freezing. At least the freezing's not bad. It's just if there's a goal and it freezes. He only played in Mexico. It's not the midget one, right? The one that's considered the smallest goalkeeper ever in a World Cup. He played in '94. I forgot his name. It's Italy played against him. I think he scored goals or took penalties or something like that. He's Mexican. That's him then. I forgot his name. He's only 5'6". Yeah, I think he's considered. I just forgot his name. I think he's considered the smallest. Even when he wears his jersey, his jersey is like he's swimming in his jersey. Like they couldn't even find a jersey his size. Oh, for F's sakes, man! I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. I guessed it right. So Nana. All right, about to kick off. PSG is kicking off. They've got their white away jersey. I must say, AC Milan have a beautiful jersey. Even my mum loves AC's jersey. She said she wants to buy me and one for herself. Campos! Jesus Christ, it's an easy name but to remember too. Yes, Campos. Campos. The only reason why I actually kind of remembered him was because I was watching a USA 94 game the other day and they were actually talking about him. Why are you freezing, you mofo? All right, so starting off slow. So we're literally 1 minute in. PSG's got possession at the back. They're just passing around, sort of feeling each other out. I hope it's not. Well, PSG aren't the type to sit back, so and Milan have to win. So I'm expecting goals. It's freezing, man. Go F yourself. I still have a bad feeling. They haven't even scored a goal, but you never know. You never know. I remember when Atalanta had their first Champions League campaign. They lost their first two games and drew the third, and then ended up sneaking in and almost getting into the semis. Keeps freaking. I'm just gonna get out quickly. I think if I watch it this way, it doesn't freeze this much. Oh, Milan. For fuck's sake, it's freezing. Milan attacking. Watch. There's gonna be a goal. Leo goes to take a shot, and then just as he goes, oh, my battery. Shit, I forgot about that. Just as Leo goes to take a shot, must have he must have missed because Donnarumma has the ball in his hand. Jesus Christ, why today? I was watching yesterday that wasn't freezing at all. Oh, nice long ball out. I love the San Siro. I got to be honest. San Siro it's a beautiful stadium. I don't know why, but Mbappe just has like one of those faces. You just wanna. I think it's his arrogant attitude as well. Come on, man. Something's going on with. Now it's not freezing. Now it's just. So far, PSG have the most possession, but Milan are the only one to have a shot on goal. I don't know why. Every time I put it sideways, it seems to. Yeah, it's weird. All right, like I said, I'm going to get out of it quickly. Hopefully, there's no goals, and let's see if it improves. I don't know why Australia's internet sucks so much. We have students from Nepal. Hey, come va? Nil still, Andrea. Buongiorno. Buongiorno? È sera per te, isn't it? Non è giorno. I'm guessing, I don't know the time difference. Yeah, ancora 0-0. Ooh, PSG with the ball in the box. Thing is, again, it's money because when Milan won the Scudetto, they should have built on their team, and they didn't really, especially up front. You know, they started to play differently when Zlatan came along. He was pretty much like their inspiration. It's no coincidence that since he's retired, they haven't been playing as well. Minchia keeps fucking freezing. Yeah, Milan are playing nice. Milan are playing nice. I'm probably a little bit behind. Yeah. Oh, losing Maldini is. I actually watched a video just of Baresi marking Romario in the '94 World Cup final. Man, they don't make him like Baresi anymore. Ooh, nice work in the midfield. Leao on the left. He's up on the wings. Took on a player. Puts in a cross. Oh, Loftus Cheek. Jesus Christ. Just had just inside the box. Nice work from Leao. Look, thing is, Leao was one of those players. He holds the ball up, and in the modern game, we don't need a Sparky. We don't need a Mark Hughes. We don't need a Zlatan. That's why Zlatan didn't succeed or didn't play that well at Barca because that's not Barca's style. It's all triangular passing. It doesn't. They don't have a striker that holds the ball up. Well, so far, Milan's playing better, but that doesn't mean anything. It's only 6 minutes in. I don't want to talk too soon. I love that stadium, man. It's just the atmosphere. I haven't shaved. That's the shadow, Adama. It's not the hoodie. Remember, I gotta hide. I gotta hide. No, it's actually a bit cool. I don't know why every time I move it around. So it's the internet because it's almost like those old TVs when you put the foil on it. Oh yeah, tutto a posto, Andrea. You know how it is. Doesn't matter what nationality. Femmina è femmina. È tutto la stessa cosa. I don't want to say it in English. I don't want to offend any females. See, I'm glad Andrea's real Italian. Hello, mates. Hello, Chris. Hello, hello, hello. Betsy, Chrissy did a whoopsie on the carpet. Oh, they lost possession in the midfield. Now they're up the right wing. PSG. Corner. Corner for PSG. Ah, did it rebound off Mbappe? I think he's complaining to the referee for something. Big surprise. Mbappe complaining. Can you guys hear the commentary? Because I don't want to get screwed for copyrights. But either way, I'll try and speak as much as I can. I'll try and be the commentator. So the problem is Milan's playing better. They have more to lose. Like PSG pretty much just need a draw. Ma vaffanculo. Oh, they scored. See what I mean? PSG just scored. I told you. This is great. Keeps freezing. Skriniar, of all people. A header from a corner. Jesus, man. Look at AC Milan's. I wish I could show you the positioning. Sorry, Joe. But you never know. You never know. They can come back, but they haven't even scored a goal in the Champions League. Skriniar, he's a defender. Chris, Chris. You know Messi's not there anymore, right? You know he's in America. He's in Miami, so no Messi there. Wasn't Mbappe. 1-0. It's not even 10 minutes. Jesus Christ, man. It's funny because it wasn't even like anything really dangerous. Mbappe got the corner, but the defending. That's what I mean, Joe. The defending. See, in the days of Nesta, Maldini, but that would never happen. Never. If you scored past that team, it'd have to be a good goal. Uh, Loftus Cheek, but he's a good player. Loftus Cheek, like he's playing well. It was just look at the end of the day, they already screwed up the first two games. So if they screw this up, like this is they didn't win the games they should have. You know what I mean? The games like Newcastle, for example, they even at St James they should have won that game. All right, up on the right. Oh my God, Joe, did you see that? That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. It's crossed it into the center. Who was that? I didn't even see the play. It happened so quick because now PSG have counter attack. They're not even showing the replay. Hakimi. Theo Hernandez. What a great player. What a great player. Seriously. Italy weren't at the World Cup, but I was happy that Serie A had at least, 6 players. Nah, Joe. I think he's good. Look, a team like Milan should have better players than that, but I don't think he's. Go! A bicycle kick from Leao. Wow, that was hectic. I'm like, they took a shot, rebounded. That was beautiful. And I'm happy. That's what I mean. It's too early. It's too early days. Fuck yeah. I'm not even a Milan fan, but I just want to see them there. And we need Serie A teams to do better. Andiamo, ragazzi. Come on. Vaffanculo a PSG. Fucking money club that spends millions and millions to try and buy the Champions League. Beautiful, beautiful improvisation. Look at that. He didn't even strike it clean. You know what? If he struck it cleanly, look at his position. Donnarumma would have got it, but because he miskicked it, Donnarumma's like, it's not my fault. It's funny. Donnarumma had a great Euro, and then after the Euro, like that thing with Benzema, right? Like, yeah, Benzema's like that. That was a foul. That was a foul. You know what I mean? That's you in disguise, Chris. Your best friend. Your best friend, Chris. I'm joking, Habib. I'm joking. Relax. Nice, nice. Look, no matter what happens, it's good to at least sit Milan are fighting. A lot of teams would have dropped their heads and just been like, oh, fuck it. By the way, I said fug it. Just letting YouTube know. All right, PSG starting from the back, building up. Now they're in Milan's half, going up the left wing. I could be a little bit behind you, Joe, in terms of because it's been freezing. I've had to go back like 10 seconds. So you probably saw the goal like 10 seconds before I did, because I noticed your comment was yes. Big Skriniar, great player. Skriniar was very instrumental in Inter making the Champions League final. I'll be honest, man. When Inter play well, they're actually nice to watch. Like Inza, oh, nice save. The flag stayed down. Mbappe just had a one-on-one. That was onside. Wasn't off. Yeah, he wasn't off. He was onside. Leao has something to prove. Wow, he's playing well. He's playing well. Good on him. Is that a deflection? Yeah. I was gonna say that's either a poor cross from Theo Hernandez or Theo Hernandez is. Did you see that goal he scored last season? 30 seconds. All right, let me try and move forward. That's all right, even if it's 30 seconds. You're one of the few people who are watching. Okay, it's not freezing so much now, but I don't want to like Milan are attacking. I want to see if they. Oh, andiamo, forza, vai, vai, vai. Nah, come on, man, that was a foul. Yes, that was a foul. Yeah, tried to go forward. That was a foul. Right outside the box, free kick. He went sliding. You see him? He was sliding on his back. Andrea, don't worry. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm alone today because you can even see my videos of the missus trying to talk to me on the plane, and I'm politely like, football. I'm watching soccer, football. She's Japanese. They copy Americans, so they say soccer. Oh, that's pretty far out. Yeah. You need someone like Ronaldo to stand in front of the ball and pose, cross in. Ooh, not the best. Not the best. So, all right, Paolo, yes, Chris Crock. How do you know about Paolo Maldini? Paolo Maldini is considered like one of the best defenders ever. Even if he's not the best ever, like players like Van Dijk, they took that blueprint because Van Dijk's probably like when he's in form, he's one of the best defenders. I think I really like Van Dijk. At one point, I think I can't remember. Like they were doing stats on in terms of how many players have actually dribbled past Van Dijk during that season when Liverpool won their first championship in a while, which was I felt bad for them because like the season was like they didn't lose a game, and then there was the pandemic, so they had a break, and it just threw all these teams off. And then when they came back, I remember Liverpool just needed to win one game to win the Premier League, and they lost two in a row, and then finally won. Like, yeah, again, Liverpool's one of those teams I never really liked as a kid, and because of the Hazel disaster as well. But at least they're not a money team. That's what I like about Liverpool and United. Hakimi just almost scored. Wow. I think I restarted. Like I logged out, logged back in. So I think I'm on time with you, Andrea. Chris Rock. Cousin Maldini. He's got cousin Jiffy and cousin Maldini. Come on. This is great. It's only like it's 19 minutes in and nah, offside, offside. And any Americans watching, Milan's got Pulisic, who is another player that if he gets his shite together, he'll be. How do you, bro? Chris, are you sitting there like just googling players? You have never mentioned these players to me before. Good point. Good point, Joe. Because he would play like left back, and even on the left, he used to run up and down. He was almost like a wing back. The center, he can play anywhere. He can play anywhere. Maldini. Maldini is el maestro. Is the master. Yankees. Yankees. We're just doing a live watch along. Chris. All right. PSG on the left here. All right, cleared out, cleared out, cleared out. So remember to like. I'm starting to have to remember to say like and share. And if you want to see more of this, please like, subscribe, and share. And there's this new thing called PayPal. It's like the newest thing out. Like all the kids are using it. So if you feel like donating, because I am trying to get a new camera. I'm not very happy with this camera. I'm gonna have to drop it later, Chris, because I'm doing the watch along, and yeah, I need to concentrate on this. This is a watch along stream. Yankees, you done, mother. I always answer you, Yankees. Don't lie. Now you're gonna say I made you wait 50 minutes on the phone. Watch, Yankees is gonna tell the same story 50 times. Like, I called Jerry, you son of a bitch. Jerry, you son of a bitch. Milan attacking. Milan attacking on the outside of the box. Passing the ball well. To be honest though, ooh, nice defending. Oh, I thought that was a corner. Came back off the Milan player. Milan, I'll be honest. Milan's defense, like every time the ball goes, like in Milan's half, they just scare me. Like if I was a Milan fan, I'd be very worried. Plus, they just dropped down. Like, yeah, I know Gallagher's there. He looked like he was falling asleep. He's probably wasted off his head. I'm like, even the commentator was like, "This is a great game, great atmosphere," and he looks like he's falling asleep. For once, PSG are playing like a good team rather than just a team full of stars. Dembele, Mink, yeah, he's fast. You know who's surprising me? Thuram for Inter. Is that Lilian like Thuram's son? Hernandez on the left here. Tackle. Yeah, he showed too much of it. Oh, back to Milan in the midfield. PSG is kind of foul. Yeah, PSG are kind of struggling to get out of their half, but when they do, they look scary. Like, look, Milan in the first 15, 10 minutes, Milan had more possession. They had the chance to score. They had a corner, a set piece. And Joe, if you have a look at a lot of the goals that Milan have conceded, they've been set pieces. Corners, free kicks. They need a defender who's good in the air, more than one. That's the thing. Milan don't have depth. So that is Lilian Thuram's son. Where Thuram, forget it. Like, and an ex-Juve player. So I love Thuram. I love Thuram. I still, bro. He saved France in '98 against Croatia. Croatia were almost in the final. Davor Shuka scored, and then just out of nowhere, and I still remember his celebration, the crossed arms, as well, and just athletically amazing. I remember when Juve beat Real Madrid, he was like schooling Guti. It was kind of like a battle between him and Guti. And Guti's a great player. We'll see the counter. Mbappe was one-on-one with the keeper. He had two defenders on him. Was it offside? Because goalkeeper saved it, and it could be a corner, or if it was offside. Because Mbappe is very good at hanging on kind of like Inzaghi, but obviously with much more technique. Like he's good at hanging on to the last defender. I think he was. Yeah. It's a goal kick to AC Milan. As much as I like Donnarumma, I want him to screw up. It's funny when Donnarumma got too confident and like he starts like trying to play with the ball. Yeah, what I was saying about the Benzema thing, Benzema fouled him, right? That was a foul. But what the F is he doing playing with the ball in the 92nd minute? He's a goalkeeper. Just kick it out of there. Don't try and dribble. You're not Maradona. Yeah. Leao, look at the way Leao's playing. Because remember, he copped look how Napoli treated Osimhen or are treating Osimhen. The Italian press are brutal. Probably not as bad as the English. The English press is brutal. They either put down English players or they put so much pressure on them. Like, oh, we're gonna win this World Cup, and England just have like this massive amount. All right, total shots 6 each. Milan 4 on target. PSG 3. Be interesting to see the possession. Hey, Jane Perry, how are you? Oh, Andrea, it's funny because I was like there was this like little post or something, and it showed Lazio because Lazio I think won the last. Sorry, not Lazio. Parma, I think they won the last UEFA Cup in '99. I don't think it was the Europa yet, but at one point Parma had Sebastian Veron, Sensini, Buffon, Fabio Cannavaro, Thuram, Crespo, Enrico Chiesa. Like this is like not a. Do you know what I mean? If VR and Inzaghi would have been offside more often than not, I think yes and no. It's really weird, Joe. Like, look at the World Cup, right? The Saudi game, Saudi Arabia. Ooh, Milan on the break. Milan on the break. Two defenders. So it's 2-on-2. Passes to the left. Come on, shoot. Use Stronzo, Giroud. Oh my God, it was 2-on-2. He lays. Look, the angle wasn't easy. He lays it off to the left hand side. He's running through the center. Lays it off for Giroud on the left. He had time. Did he hit the post or just the side netting? Very close either way. Well, Dembele hit the crossbar. Could have been 2-1. Damn. I got excited there. I was talking about something. Ah, yes, Royal Antwerp. They're a Belgian team, aren't they? It's funny, watching the Champions League as a kid taught me a lot about geography because whenever Juve would play a team, I would always want to know where they're from. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's say Rapid Vienna. I'm like, okay. Oh, Vienna. Oh, isn't that the capital of Austria? Ajax Amsterdam. So I actually learned a lot of about geography as a kid, like through football. Moani got a yellow card for a foul there. That's good. Get another one, brother. Get another one. Why not? Get another yellow. Luis Enrique is a crap coach. He won the treble with Barca because he had MSN. Come on, man. Anyone could coach Barca at that point. You could literally. They had so much talent. You could literally just The team talk warm up would just be like, all right, guys, go out there and do your thing. Like they just had an amazing team. They kind of remind me of the United team that won the treble. Like quite a few of them came up through the academy and grew up together, which makes a massive difference. That's why they used to uh, talk a lot of shite about Messi because he didn't play this like for Argentina the same way he played for Barca. You got to remember the national team probably meets up about 5 times a year. Do you know what I mean? You're playing with your club teammates like training with them every day, playing week in, week out. If you're a big team, then you've got a massive amount of games. You've got the domestic league, domestic cup, continental cup like Champions League, whatever. Okay, PSG is now starting to put. Oh, they lost the ball. I was about to say, oh, Leao, come on, dude, do something. He still got the ball. I thought he got tackled there. Foul right outside the box. Beautiful. Loftus Cheek's good at free kicks. If they had someone, if they had Ibrahimovic, oh, that'd be awesome. I reckon you could still play him. Put him on for like the last 20 minutes. Sorry, I've been not ignoring, but I've been distracted. Oh, Joe, Zol's my favorite player. I can't believe I forgot him. You know, at one point, I don't know if he still has it anymore. Zola had the record in terms of scoring free kicks. He would score one out of every three free kicks. They thought he was too old and his career was over because really the Premier League was a bit lower then. So you had players like Ravanelli, Vialli, Zola, players in their 30s who went to Italy. It wasn't like now where you've got all the best foreign players there. And Zola killed it. He killed it in England. I remember him against Liverpool, just like playing with the defenders. Let's see this free kick. Again, it's very far out. They don't have anyone with talent to score from there, I think. I could be wrong. I say that, and then maybe Leao scores. Oof. Donnarumma had to make a good save. Oh, corner, 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 corner. Nah, throw in. Throw in. No, considering the distance, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Zola was so unlucky because he was around during a period where Italia had so many good number 10s. We had like Baggio, Del Piero, Zola, even Mancini. Like if you see Mancini back in the day, he was such an entertaining player, which is why I don't understand why his tactics are so ugly. It's actually with Italy he was more attacking, but at Man City his tactics were ugly. To be honest, I don't really rate Mancini much as a coach. I think Italia had something to prove in 2020 for not making the World Cup. When Milan have the ball, they look more dangerous than PSG. But again, like I said, a team like PSG, it's kind of like Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Even when Real Madrid play crap, they've just got players that make that difference. Oh, no, oh, nice, nice. Ah, Stronzo. That would have been a nice play. But in terms of like 50-50 challenges, Milan seem to be like going up. See what I mean? With that dribbling up the side. Is that Dembele? Minke, he's got speed. He's got speed. Ooh, try the good defending. Good defending. Good defending. He tried to cut that back in. Milan playing good. They're hungry. Look at him. Loftus Cheek. He's a big boy, eh? Don't pull a sick. Beautiful idea. Wasn't the greatest pass though. Nice idea, but a little soft. Did you see that, Joe? Yeah, even the commentator was like, it wasn't a great pass. The idea was good because he cut in with his right. He was on the right hand side, cuts in with his right. Looks like he was about to shoot with his left, but actually just does like a little pass. Let me see. So Mancini as a coach didn't do it for me either, Joe. A player, especially with the yeah, yeah. I used to have the Cup Winners' Cup final against Anderlecht on old VHS, and it went to extra time. That was when Vialli still had hair. He had like the curly hair, and he scored both goals. Both assists were Mancini. And Mancini was the master of back heels and flicks. It was so amazing. He was so creative and amazing to watch. See, people today don't think of Mancini as the player. They think of him as the coach. But people like me who watched him, like we loved him. But his attitude was just he's got a bad temper. He's got a bad temper, and that caused problems with him with the national team. And he never kind of like Cantona or Ginola, just for the national team they weren't the same. Like look at Cantona at United. He was amazing. Cantona was one of the first amazing foreign players to play in England. Wow, I just missed Calabria. Calabria, even for Italy, Calabria scares me. Is I don't think he's top notch, like world class. Oh, really? I didn't say that. Well, people forget, Joe. Sampdoria were actually in the Champions League final against Barcelona. I've mentioned that a million times before. But if you tell like young people today, they're like, what? Who's Sampdoria? What's Sampdoria? I used to love, they had this is later on, like in say '98 or something. Montella, Vincenzo Montella, and Mancini together. They had one of the best sort of attacking duos in Serie A, and it was like Vialli Mancini again, but instead it was Montella, and Montella would score all the goals. Vialli, sorry, yeah, and Mancini with all the assists. Baggio, I love for what he did for Italy during. Oh, look at that! Hungry, hungry. Oh, spread it to the left. Nice pass. Cut back in. Cut back in. You greedy mother. See, Leao. You had a player free in the box. He was on the left hand side. He could have cut into like Pulisic or I forgot his name, Reindar or whatever, the new Dutch player. He had at least two players in the center, the Stronsel, but he decides to cut in on his left and shoot with his right. What's wrong with you, bro? Not even a Milan fan, but let's make this group interesting. If Milan don't win this, they're out. Then it's just a three-horse race. Won't even get a Europa spot if they lose this. Newcastle, because Newcastle won against PSG like 4-1. This is a great group. It's like anyone can beat anyone in this group. 37th minute, so it's not long till halftime. Marquinhos, good player. Marquinhos. Even when I play Soccer Manager, I try and buy him, but I think he's worth over like 60 mil or something. Let's see the chat. Yep, Ronald Koeman free kick. That was a classic free kick. And that Barca side was good too. It's funny because your team, Joe, AC, the next season, weren't the favourites in the final. And Dejan Savicevic, do you know that goal from Dejan Savicevic is my favourite UCL final goal? I like it better than the Zidane one. I think the technique was just amazing. I think he had a 50-50 challenge with either, I think it was Guardiola or Fernando Hierro. I think it was Hierro. Just boom, gets the ball off him, one touch, boom, and lobs it over Zubizarreta. Desai and Daniele Massaro scored two goals. Daniele Massaro was all right. See, it was a different time then because you could only have like three. it depends. They slowly started changing, like 3 or 4 foreigners on at the same time. So you had like if AC Milan played, 8 out of the 11 players or 7 would be Italian. Whereas I'll give you an example. A few years back, you had an all English final for the Champions League and Europa League, right? Same year. Out of those 2 games, you had 3 Englishmen on the field. So that's 4 English teams. So 4 times 11 plus substitutes, 3 English players on the field. Mamma mia, Savicevic and Massaro, yeah. You know who played awesome in that game, Andrea, and set up like 2 of the goals? Donadoni. That's why I didn't want him to coach Italy. I don't want him to ruin his legacy. Roberto Donadoni was great. Reminds me, like I was too young for '82. Like, well, I wasn't even born. I was born in '84. But I've seen videos of Bruno Conti for Roma. Bruno Conti to me was better than Paolo Rossi. Paolo Rossi just had a great World Cup. It's not like Paolo Rossi was super prolific and people don't look at him like Baggio. Captain Co-Train, what's up? What's up, brother? Just doing a watch along AC Milan PSG. I'm gonna vape quickly, so I'm just gonna hide for a second. It's just nicotine. Like it's just where is it? Yeah, normal vape juice. What is it? Dulce della leche caramel. So caramel milk, sweet caramel milk. Oh, straight at the keeper. Yes, I remember. It's funny you mentioned that, Joe, because I remember Cruyff's face, and I remember everyone was because even in terms of goals scored, Barca had Romario. It's funny because Romario's a great player, and he rated himself the best, but unfortunately for him, Baggio won Ballon d'Or. It's just funny because they played even the USA '94. It kind of deemed as Baggio versus Romario, kind of like how the last World Cup was Mbappe versus Messi in terms of marketing. People remember Baggio. You mention Romario to a lot of people, they're not going to remember, you know. But yeah, that was hilarious because Milan were expected to get, and remember, Joe, Van Basten was injured. I remember on the sidelines, I think Van Basten and Rijkaard were on the sidelines, and a few other players. I think possibly Costa Curta. It's funny because the same year Costa Curta also missed the World Cup final because he was a beast. I loved Costa Curta. Costa Curta was the type of player, if he was the last defender and you knew, like, he'll foul you. He doesn't care. He was like Ramos. He'll just foul you. But he's not as dirty as Ramos. What do you mean, butts? No more butts? I don't get it. As in cigarettes? Nah, I've been cheating these days. Just one with my coffee. I had one this morning. So I have one sitting here, but in Australia we mix tobacco with weed. So all right, 2 minutes left till half time, and also we don't know how much injury time there is. So, but yeah, it's just a free kick for Milan in their own half. I'll be honest. You know what? So far, despite the first goal, like the defending the first goal, this is the best I've seen Milan play in the Champions League so far this season. It's a shame though because they should have been playing like this against Newcastle and because that would have been a great result too. Look, 0-0 at Newcastle was a great result, but they they should have gotten a better result against Dortmund. Their defending's been good. Their defending's been good. Like apart from that goal, PSG's chances have all been like outside the box. It's not like they've been open. Well, not true. They Mbappe did have that 1-on-1, but generally Milan's playing well. You know, considering the team that Milan have, you've got players like Mbappe who Mbappe alone is probably worth more than a quarter of the Milan team. Like just his wages alone, it's ridiculous. Do you think Pioli should stay, Joe? The ball would go past Costa Curta, and the ball would go past. That's true. I like Costa Curta, and because him, Maldini, Baresi, they played together week in, week out. Like when they played for Italia. That's why I wanted Mancini. Milan were playing with the ball at the back, lost the ball, but lucky. So I mean, don't play with the ball at the back, man. Just kick it out, even if you have to give away a corner. Just get rid of it. Come on. Pulisic's good, man. What is it? He's American, but obviously that name's like, I don't know, Croatian or something like that. So his parents must be immigrants. I've watched one of his interviews. I can't remember. He doesn't really have like a strong American accent, I don't think. Who knows? Nice, nice. Oh, Dembele just went past 3, 4 players and slipped. That was kind of funny. He just like dribbled past 3, 4 players and then Andrea, buonanotte, Jerry, and everyone. Chat, I'm gonna sleep because tomorrow's an early. No worries. Grazie, Andrea. Grazie mille for dropping by. I appreciate that. I really do. And by the way, I might be doing Roma on Thursday. I might tomorrow. Is it tomorrow they're gonna do Europa? Either way, I want to do Roma. I told you Lukaku would do well, and people like, oh, he can't cope with the Premier League. He had some good seasons in the Premier League. I just think that he excels more. Like it's just the tactics and style because he scores in Europe. He scores at the highest level. You know what I mean? So he also defends at the highest level by helping Man City. All right, it's halftime, so I am going to make cafe. 1 second. Did I miss anyone in the chat? I'll just say, oh, MB. I actually sent you the link if you wanted to chat halftime or it's halftime now or after the game. It's just that I know when the game's on, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? I won't be. Okay, Joe. Okay, Joe. So was he born in America? And or because you know how you've got players like Jorginho. Jorginho was born in Brazil, but I think he moved to Italy when he was like 15 or something like that, on some youth thing, and then he became eligible to play for Italy. Kind of like Diego Costa with like Spain and Brazil. That was weird. That was really weird to see Diego Costa play for two different national teams. Let me, just in case I say something that I shouldn't, I'm going to mute. I don't mean to Ah, okay, Pennsylvania. Ah, PA. It's so weird doing a watch along at this time. I'm so used to doing it like when it's dark. It's daytime here now. I imagine for a lot of you guys it's nighttime. So yeah. Let's see who have I missed. Ah, I haven't missed anyone. I just thought, yeah, I was being rude, like I didn't, like I wasn't reading every comment. Man City won 2-0. Wow, big surprise. Thing is, I should block the screen. I didn't want to know the scores, but they're showing it anyway. Leipzig won 1-0. Whoa! Shakhtar beat Barcelona. Wow. Porto beat Antwerp. Yeah, that's all right. Tomorrow, I've got to decide. It's slowly moving. So, okay. Bayern Munich, Galatasaray, which is actually important for United, but Bayern always do well. They try and win every game. Typical Germans. Even if they don't have to, just they want a perfect record. Copenhagen United is probably what I'll be covering. Arsenal Sevilla. I'm tempted to cover that. PSV Long, Real Braga, Napoli Union Berlin. That was my first watch along. Oh, they got rid of it. Craig Foster's showing us his tactics. They've frozen it, and he's like drawing on the screen and saying they should do this and do that. This is the same. This is the same guy that criticized Ange Postecoglou. I can't stand it when ex-players try and like criticize. It's funny because Budgel actually said it himself. Because I asked Budgel like, why don't you do something like that, like commentating or doing like some sort of analysis? And he's like, no, thank you. He goes. These days, I see some of my ex-peers from the '90s, etc., criticizing players who are way more technically gifted than them. Some of these critics, when I used to play with them, they couldn't dribble the ball for 2 meters. Like Budjo can be vicious when he wants. Like he's an arrogant dude. He's a bit arrogant. Like he knew that he was the best player at the time, but his story is amazing. His story is amazing. There's actually a Budjo documentary on Netflix that I suggest you check out. Um, Josie, Mobtube Chronicles, actually, shout out to Josie. She actually reminded me of the Beckham one. I still have to watch that because he went through a lot of crap too. Like, it was hard for Beckham. We look at Ronaldo and players now, especially Ronaldo. Ronaldo's probably the best comparison to Beckham because marketing wise, women love them. And their own colognes. They were almost more like models. Only difference is I think Ronaldo's a harder worker. And I think Fergie didn't like the fact that Beck's like once he married Victoria, that helped his status. It's almost like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like 50 Cent said it himself. Jay-Z is Mr. Knowles. He's Beyonce's husband. It's not like we think of, oh, Beyonce's Jay-Z's husband. No, she's more popular. He's her husband. Well, yeah, Craig Foster he knows some things here and there. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with that watch that he's wearing, man? This guy's got money. I wish you guys could see his watch. He's got one of those orange. It looks like that one of those watches you use when you go swimming. I swear I had something like that when I was about 7. Look, no matter what happens, I'm happy for Lau. To be honest with you, he's been copying a lot of shit. Oh, thanks, James. Gap. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. It's just halftime now. We're just they're showing some highlights. The Shakhtar Barcelona game. Oh, nice header. Beautiful goal. Yeah, it was like a looping header. Look, they've brought Shovey back in. It's very difficult because people, like I said, that Barca team at their peak, a lot of them actually grew up together. Like Messi was at the Barca academy since he was, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that. And he's not Spanish. Like, I'm pretty sure if Messi wanted to play for Spain, he would be able to gain eligibility. He lived there long enough, you know. I think Barca actually want him back. He know what? He still plays well. I know he's playing in the MLS or whatever. I don't think it's even called that anymore. But look, his one goal, like say he scores one goal, right? If Ronaldo scores one goal in the Saudi league, that's like considered half a goal in the MLS. So Ronaldo would need to score a hat trick to make up for one goal in the MLS. Like the Saudi league, like, and I see all these posts of Ronaldo simps. They're like, yeah, Ronaldo, screw Messi. And it's like, why screw Messi? Like, why does it have to be? We're blessed to have like been around during a time where we could see two of these great players, you know? See, that's something I miss about like the 90s and early 2000s was that we had tons of great players and it was very even. Now it's like, well, not now, but say like 5, 10 years ago, it was very easy. Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo. That's it. Then you might have the odd one here and there just to break it up a bit. Oh, Oliver, I'm sorry, dude. Big bro, I'm sorry. 2-0. Look, it's hard. It's hard to. Oh, Morata again. I told you, it's hard to play Atletico. Oh, 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 Lazio Atletico. If Lazio lose, they've got a chance. Oh, not really, because Feyenoord. Oh, Lazio on the attack. Oh, oh, goal for Lazio. Can't see who it is. Immobile. Oh, Immobile. Immobile. Oh, 1-0. Oh wait, no. Oh no, it's Man City. They're both this from far away. It looks similar. The blue top with the white shorts. Oh, they got a penalty. Hallendelity. It doesn't work like Penaldo. Motherfucker. That's it. I made cereal. That's it. Foden's doing well. Foden's one of the best young English players. I remember last season. Funnily enough, against Dortmund as well. They actually both scored crackers, and it was funny. It was hard to tell who scored the best goal, and they were almost arguing over it. It was funny shit. Sorry, we just have some disruptions. People want to drop the link during my watch along. Sorry, you're not important enough. I've got a good feeling for Milan. I think that they can do well. Um, I'm just again, and also happens to be a bicycle kick. That was awesome. I have Balotelli. My God, look at those earrings, man. I guess I need to hide now. The trolls are here. Gay trolls. Is it a coincidence that the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow? There are plenty of balls here. They always have spare balls because you never know, one might break. So it's a football game. So plenty of balls here. It's funny because Italy were actually with Japan during World War II, but we know you're not going to tease Italy because you don't have the balls. You're going to get ripped in this community. Same way, the funniest post made about you was actually Redzilla, and all you could do was put LOL like a little girl. Funny. But I'll give it to you. I commend you for your passion and persistence. Like, for someone who doesn't like football, come to a football channel. All right, second half. they went to kick off and it was like, restart the kick off. Already Milan's attacking. Wow, so all right, so PSG scored in the 9th, Milan scored in the 12th. That didn't actually last long. Marquinhos, a good player. PSG is building up from the back. Yeah, again, thing is, even if Milan play better, they've got players like Mbappe. All he needs is one chance. PSG starting off well. No, corner. Don't give away a corner. Was that Leal defending? Yeah, it was. He gave away a corner. Wow, Barcelona lost. And yeah, I want to check that group out. I forgot who's in that group. Yeah, they're pushing. That was a cross into the box. That was dangerous. Don't play with the ball at the back. Just fucking get it out of there. They're stuck in the box. Oof. Nice from Leal. I think. Oh, nice man. He took on like three. He just took out like three players like that with a little. Giroud. And then Giroud goes. He wants to switch play to the right, and there was no one there. That's not his fault. There should be someone there. That's the thing. But Milan can't afford to press high. It's they don't have the defense. Calabria's not fast enough. You know what I mean? This internet is slow, man. Seriously. At least the game's not fucking up like it was in the beginning. I need to stop swearing. I really need to stop. This is nothing. You watch when Juventus plays next season. Ooh, ooh. It's another good chance for Milan. Who was that? I can't even see. Yeah, Reinders. He's a good player, man. This guy's really good. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know. I saw the goal. Did you see it? It was a cool looping header. At the moment, it seems like PSG have. Oh, you didn't see it? Check it out. It was a good goal. I don't want to jinx you, Joe, but I have a good feeling. They can just get one more goal, just a win. A 2-1 win would make a massive difference. At least they scored a friggin' goal. I need to be careful when I eat or if I make a funny face because I have stalkers who come to every single live and watch and take screenshots and videos. Weirdos, man. I swear Leal's having a mad. Ooh, nice little 1-2. They're on the line there. Yeah, Milan's passing the ball around well. On the right, Pulisic puts in a cross in the center. Oh. Again, cross into the center. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, you're ahead of me because you wrote, you typed that before me. Giroud is a big game player. I'm telling you, Giroud is a big game player. He's not prolific, doesn't score every single game, hat tricks here and there, but he's prolific. What was I saying? Just 2-1. But it's you can't do Catenaccio anymore. You can't. You got to keep pushing. They should go for another goal. Last 10 minutes of the game, yeah, go back, park the bus, defend. But now, try and get more. Don't sit back on a 2-1 lead. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Leal's been called. Like I said, I want Leal to win because he's young and I know he's a good player. I always hate seeing wasted talent. Like Alexander Pato, Adriano. Adriano was the biggest waste of talent. He's now like a crackhead in the favelas with some famous. I won't mention the name, but some famous group that kind of runs. Wow, Giroud has now scored 340 goals for club and country. Total attempts, 3 on target. Did he have an assist? I think he had an assist, it said. Did he assist Leal? I thought that was a rebound. Yeah, they were trying to say Leal got fouled just before the goal. Because I saw that the other day. Someone got fouled. They played on, scored, but then they stopped and gave the penalty. I kind of understand why, because the other team might have frozen. You know what I mean? Chris, that's a good one. There's nothing worse in life than wasted talent. Now you can leave. Oh, I'm telling you, look at Leal, man. This guy's playing like Maradona today. Look at him. He's got that Portuguese thing like Ronaldo. The more you talk shit about him, the more jaded up he gets. This is the Milan who started the season, so that's what the commentator just said. So happy to see a team like Milan, which is not even like the richest club in Italy, winning. Even if the score changes, the fact that they're in this position is great. You know, Chris, it's funny. The last watch along, because Juventus got caught doing some dodgy cheating shit, so they got kicked out of the Conference League, which is shown on Fridays. Now, last fortnight, I did Wednesday Champions League, Thursday Champions League, then Thursday Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's Europa. There weren't any great games, and I woke up. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss the Juve game. I'll stream it." And then I remembered Juventus aren't there. We got taken. We got stripped of that, and I was like, ah, and I just went back to bed. I was like, I'm not screaming. Screw this. Juventus aren't there. But I will screw. Not screw. I will. I might do watch along for Conference League or the Europa. Like I said, I have a soft spot for Roma, and Dybala is a mad player. Oh no way! I need to get a Juventus. A Juventus. I have heaps of Juventus stuff, but it's not winter, so I'm not going to wear a Juventus beanie or anything like that. Juventus scarf. All my Juventus stuff happens to be for winter. Chris, you should just be saying go Benfica. Doesn't matter who's playing. You're always like Benfica, Benfica. Up the right wing here. PSG. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice defending. Oh, nice. Loftus Cheek running up the right wing. Oh, oh, foul. Foul. Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it. Yellow. Yellow card. Yellow. I told you. Lucas Hernandez. Man, he made Loftus do a little somersault. Almost, yeah. That was almost a somersault. Damn, he could have damaged something. You know, Messi, something like that happened to Messi, and he hurt like his neck and back. And the doctor even said if he had fallen like a few millimeters to, I don't know, the left or something, that he could have been paralyzed. Like, see, the thing is, right? People who don't understand football, they're like, it's a soft sport, this and that. The thing is, if you punch someone, if you get pissed off and you punch someone in the face in football, there's a good chance you're going to miss half the season. You know what I mean? So it's more about the penalties. Trust me, the girls are worse. I was watching one of the female games the other day, and they literally just smack each other in the face and grab each other's hair, and they do all sorts of crazy shit. They're worse than the guys. Beckham. I wonder who Beckham's supporting because he played for both teams. He was actually on loan from PSG when he was at Milan. And I think his final game ever was with Milan. No, no, sorry, with PSG. Ah, Verratti is still there to watch. I thought he was already in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, see, that's a sign. Luis Enrique is making a few substitutions. I think Milan are too. I don't know who's coming off. Yeah, see, they were saying about Loftus Cheek. That weight does count when you're crashing into the ground, especially at that height and speed. I'm liking the way Milan's playing. Well, now PSG have more possession at the moment, obviously, because they're chasing the game. Chris Trock, watch. I think it's Aston Villa. Aston Villa, and there's a player, Alicia Lehman. She's like the most pop. I think she's from Norway or Denmark, something like that. And even when she plays, bro, like most girls like will have their hair tied up in buns so that they don't get their hair pulled. She has like her hair in a ponytail, her fake eyelashes on, makeup. She looks like a Playboy model playing football. She's like a decent player, but she's not that good. Like it's more because of her looks. There are better female players out there. I think it's hilarious that the American female player, the lesbian one who was trying to be all woke about their rights and whatever, and then she misses a penalty. It's like we need to do better. It's like no, you need to do better. You need to practice your penalties. She's the same one that was like saying trans can play football in the women's league. Yeah, right. Can you imagine if Ronaldo was like, or Henri? Let's say Henri, the speed of Henri. So, he just decides to become a woman. It's funny because they did like this little sort of funny exhibition game where they had like I think two or three professional players play like some professional women's team, like the whole team, and the two dudes without a goalkeeper still won the game. Yeah, so far there seems to be like a battle in the midfield. There's no like I haven't seen any real clear chances at the moment, so it's still been a good game. That it's not what I thought it'd be. To be honest, I thought PSG were just gonna pump Milan and it was gonna be like a 3-4 nil game. Still half an hour to go. Still early days. Fabian Ruiz, he's familiar. He played for Napoli before. He played for Napoli. That's right. PSG do. That's the thing. They do look vulnerable at the back. Their defense is not great. Right. PSG attacking up the left hand side to the center. They're just passing it around, seeing how they can open up Milan. Milan look very organized in defense. Like they, oh, he went to clear it and gave it right to the. They're in the box trying to. Good defending. Good, nice, and they're countering so well. That's the thing. Nice. That was nice. If Milan can get their shite together, they can play well. You know what? Look, I was saying Milan need to push for another goal, but I don't know if they have like the capacity to do that because they don't have the same depth. Just worried if they press too much, they're going to leave themselves exposed. It's not too bad. Possession 56% to Paris, 44 to Milan. I got Aussie here today that plays rugby. Loftus Cheek, look at it, like gallops through. Foul, foul. He was going to play the advantage free kick. Ooh, foul by Skriniar. That one's not too far, I think. I hope it's shooting distance. I want to see a nice free kick. One of the nicest free kicks I've ever seen was Messi's one against Liverpool. And Liverpool came back in the second leg. That was crazy. That was when Barca beat Liverpool 3-0. And then in the return leg, Liverpool won 4-0. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Hernandez. Hernandez knows how to strike a free kick. He knows Donnarumma well. That's the thing. They know Donnarumma. They played together for a while, a few years. Whoa! All right, he's in the center. Instead of the conventional left into the right-hand side, he actually curled it around the left-hand side, and Donnarumma had to make a save. That was curling in. Might have hit the post, but let's have a look from this angle. Nah, that was going in. That was great save from Donnarumma. Great save. He's made up for all his efforts. Yeah, Milan. When Milan have the ball, they do more with it. Oh, there's something missing up front. There really is something missing up front. I'm really. It's hard to explain at the moment. I'll try and explain later. Like they do all this nice passing, and then just that last pass, they just screw up. Like for example, last season, the way Napoli were playing at the beginning of the season, like they wouldn't even have to like say anything to each other. It was almost like the telekinesis. They were all passing to each other, doing the triangular passing. Ah, they gave away a free kick to PSG. It's good though; they're still applying pressure. All right, Hernandez from PSG has come off. There are like a billion Hernandez. It's a pretty popular Spanish name. PSG building up from the back. Yeah, Joe, there's something missing. There's something missing up front. Like, did you see the passing? Everything was beautiful, and then that last pass just. And I'll be honest, you can see the difference with Tonali missing. Tonali was very important. When Milan won the Scudetto 2 seasons ago, he was super important. Ugh, foul. Milan are really hungry. Ooh, yellow for. Uh oh. Are they fighting? Don't, no, no, calm down. Calm down. Calm the F down. Don't get a red card. You're winning. You're winning. Is that Tamori? Yeah. You're winning. Relax, dude. Relax. Ah, he misses the next game. He must have had a yellow in one of the previous games. Oh no, it's Musa. Sorry, I've got my phone like down here. I need to position it better. That's why I'm not like, okay, uh, Giroud passes to Leao and Leao passes to Calabria. Like, I can't see very well. All right, so Skriniar in the 9th minute, Leao in the 12th, and Giroud in the 50th. That's amazing, man. How old is Giroud? He's like 36. Oh, I don't know about him. Ooh, we have what we call Stan Sport in Australia, Chris. You have to pay for it. Oh, nice tackle. Nice tackle. It's worth it. It's worth it. Wait, let's see. It could be a goal kick. Nah, it's a corner. That's a corner. That's a corner. No, is that a typo? Did you mean Osimhen for Milan? That'd be amazing, to be honest. Osimhen, I think Ancelotti was right when it comes to aerial ability. Ooh, corner. Yeah, when it comes to aerial ability, Osimhen is one of the best in the world, to be honest with you. He's only a kid, man. He's 22, so can you imagine in a couple of years? And he seems like he has his head screwed on. He doesn't seem like, like a Pato or Casano that want to, just party and go to Carnival and all that shit. Nice. Nice defending. Nice defending. It's a corner for PSG. Didn't even look threatening. Again, knock on wood. It's all right, Ollie. Yeah, I mentioned you because I didn't actually want to see the results, but at halftime they freaking put all the results up and show the highlights. Again, Morata as well, and Lazio won as well. So I need to check, but I'm pretty sure mathematically Celtic can't qualify for the second round now. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. Is that yeah, match day 4, like this match day 4 is probably like one of the most important. It does settle a lot of groups. This is an open group. Like if this result stays the same, then this is a very open group because every team has lost. Oh, nice play by PSG. Oh, he's so greedy. That must have been Mbappe. Yeah, man. Come on. You had players in the center. He ran down the left-hand side, beat the last defender. He's so friggin' fast. He tries to beat the goal. The goalkeeper didn't even put his hands out. He just put his leg out. Like, see, the players are complaining to him. He's such a greedy corner. Nice defending. Get the ball out of there. Nice. Free kick for AC Milan. They know what they're doing. They're slowing the game down. The Italians know what to do. They're slowing the game down. How are you, Ollie? I'm guessing what time is it? Hey, oh, it's early for you. I mean, late for you. It's like about 11 o'clock, right? 11 p.m. Send my regards to the missus, cause I might do Copenhagen Manchester United tomorrow, which yeah, it's pretty much do or die for United. They need to score. Goal kick. Come on. I would just love to see Milan get a third goal. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to jinx them. Now PSG is deciding to pass the ball around well. All those fancy little passes and flicks don't mean crap unless you can do something with it, you know? Goalkeeper's passed it to the defender, starting from the back again. PSG is pushing now, pushing up, playing very well. Little one-touch passes up the right wing. Nope. Good defending from Milan. Come on, counter. I like the way they're countering. They're holding the ball up very well. Especially Leao. Like, he's doing very well. He's given away corners. He's scored a goal. Like, the guy's like everywhere. He's really like trying to prove himself. 9:30. Oh, nah, you're all right, big bro. I appreciate that. Big bro, we already had some weirdo ask me to drop the link. Oh my god. It's funny how some people think they're important enough for me to stop the live for them. Weirdos, man. I feel sorry for the girl next door or even boy next door. If that particular person had a crush on them, a bit AVO restraining order, messages, all that. Ooh. All right, you can see PSG starting to panic. There's less than 20 minutes left. These days, they seem to add like friggin' 10 minutes of injury time. Games are like 100 minutes these days. Yeah, I remember when Hakimi was at Inter Milan. Inter were in so much debt. They won Serie A, made the final of the Europa, and they still had to sell Lukaku and Hakimi at the same time. That was a massive blow to the team. But Lukaku's burnt his bridges now. Oh! Don't play with, yeah, just foul. It's better. Don't play with the ball at the back. Don't fucking play around. Just get it out of there. Just get it out of there. Okay, free kick for PSG. Let's see how far outside the box. But man, that free kick from Theo Hernandez. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know. I know. That's why I'm like at the back. I'm like, fucking stop playing with the ball. Just freaking kick it out of there. Just because, to be honest, Joe, like let's be honest. Milan are playing better. Like they've got players like Mbappe and stuff. So yeah, of course they're gonna have chances like that. But as a team, Milan are playing better as a unit. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx them for you, even though they're your team. I still say a prayer. Leal defending again. Oh, I told. Look at him, man. Look at him. Counter. He's up on. It's attack. Mad counter, and he's up on the left wing now. Fell over. Is someone just messaged me. I don't know if you're watching. I'm not going to mention your name just in case you're not uh, watching. But that's cool. That's cool. I've been concentrating, so I haven't been looking at the chat much. Sorry. Cheers, Ollie. It's funny because I remember when Italy beat England at the Euro. In a lot of the YouTube comments, all the Scots were like so happy. They were like, "Yes, we wanted Italy to win." I don't know because I don't know much about the history, you know. See, like the Irish, I expect them to not like England because of the history, but I don't know much about the Scottish and the English. I'll be honest, I watched Braveheart when I was about 7 years old. My dad liked that movie. But yeah, all the Scots were supporting us. I was happy. So when I see Scotland play, like out of the UK, that's like the team of oh, that was a little chance there. That was a little chance. Why is the referee blowing in the whistle? Oh, offside. Fuck, offside by a meter. Yeah, Joe. What I was trying to say about the offsides before, like with Inzaghi, um, for example, the Saudi Arabia Argentina game. Did you see how Martinez, I think, had two goals disallowed, and he was actually standing on line or even before the defender, but he was leaning forward. So when they do that VAR thing, like they use the computer thing and they show the line is technically offside. I don't know. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. That's what I mean, Joe. They have it's PSG. This team bought Messi and Ramos in the same transfer market. You know what I mean? Within like 2 weeks. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how well Milan play as a unit. PSG are still always dangerous. They've got like look at France, right? They didn't even have a shot on goal in the first half of the World Cup final. Second half, two chances, two goals. Do you know what I mean? It's very reminds me of this in a way. Like France had better players than Argentina. Of course, France have the most talent, but Argentina played better as a unit. It's the exact same thing here. Lee Kang up on the left. He's good, Lee Kang. I've actually bought him on Soccer Manager. Nice pass from the right to the left. Reminds me of a Beckham style. I think Beckham was yes. Milan's defense is looking good. They looked a bit shaky in the beginning. Joe, that first goal that they conceded was skifo. They were really. I would have thought the Irish would have hated the English more than the Scottish. But it's only because I've heard more stories about it and stuff. But yeah, when it comes to the UK, I'm always going to go for the Scots, and even Wales, because Wales is a tiny country. Plus, one of my good mates, who's actually a head teacher, who was the first person to ever give me a chance at a language school, was from Wales. Grew up in London though. I think that's why my accent sometimes sounds a little bit weird from hanging with him. I noticed the my accent will change a bit. Pulisic is he's done all right, like not spectacular. Everyone's working hard. Like Leal's. I've seen him like concede at least 2 corners. He's been defending and scored a goal. Yeah, they're trying. Calabria is wasting time. They're trying to waste time. Yeah, the commentator just mentioned how PSG were outplayed by Newcastle. That's 120%. That was really awesome. That reminded me of when I remember Newcastle's first game in the Champions League, and they beat Barcelona 3-2 with a hat trick from Faustino Asprilla. Asprilla was crazy. PSG are scaring me a bit. Alrighty. Go. That was fast. Look at that, man. Come on, son. Come on, son. Foul. Last defender. Last defender. Oh, that's a that. Quello era rosso. Red. Come on, man. He was last defender. Skriniar as well. He's a beast, though. Skriniar. He's a strong dude. He reminds me of like a Dzeko, cross between Dzeko and Kolarov. They're even slapping Leal's face like, wake up, wake up. That was a bad. He was. I think he might not have been the last. He was the last defender. He was the last defender. Joe, what do you reckon? He was the last. That should be red. That should be red. That should have been red. And it's ironic too because it's AC Milan and Skriniar was an Inter player. Yeah, yeah, Ollie. The last I. You want me to tell you, or you already know? Wait, let me. The last I saw, I don't know if it was full time yet, but from what I saw, it was 2-0. Did it end that way? It's weird. Some of the games started like one set of games started at about 6:30 a.m. and then another bunch started at 7, like this one. That's why it's like 8:40 here. It's nearly 9 a.m. It's been a great game though. It's been really good. Thing is, Ollie, Lazio beat Feyenoord as well. So Celtic haven't won. Nah, I don't. Mathematically, I think if you lose against Atletico, oh no, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna put that up. I'm not even gonna put that comment up. I'm sorry, Ollie. That's messed up. That's messed up. No, I'm a Juventus fan. You know how hard it is. At least your team's in the Champions League. At least Celtic are there. I'm just watching Serie A and Coppa Italia. It's anything Juventus can win. They're not even in the Conference League. You know how much you win when you win the Conference League? It's like less than 5 million euros. It's peanuts compared to the Champions League. It's more about prestige and pride rather than PSG is attacking. Calabria, come on. See that he's the captain. You don't. He just goes to pass it to no one. Maldini wouldn't have done that. Baresi wouldn't have done that. Nesta wouldn't have done that. Cafu wouldn't have done that. See what I mean? Down that right hand side. It's always down that right hand side. And it's the 82nd minute. Yeah, I know, Joe. That's why. Did you see the way he looked at him as well? And even like when Leao fell and he like sort of grabbed the ball, like that was a clinical challenge. That's why it should have been a red because it wasn't like he went for the ball and accidentally tripped him. That was just like, boom, you're going down. That was the game plan. All right, AC are making 2 substitutions. Why now in the 83rd minute? Unless you're putting on defensive players. Then take off Leao. He's been working hard. Take off Giroud. Take off Giroud. Krunic is coming on for Musa. Krunic is good. Krunic is a good player. And he's scored the odd important goal here and there. Thing is, he hardly ever starts. Leao's coming off. Mabafankulo. Yeah, all the fans are clapping for him. That's good, man. I'm happy for him because he copped a lot of crap before this game, especially the Newcastle game. He played a bit better in the second game, but the Newcastle game, yeah. I didn't actually watch. Well, I kind of half-assed watched the highlights between Milan and PSG. So, but it seems it was that first game. But I think because he hasn't been scoring in Serie A. But remember, AC aren't playing well in Serie A. They can't put all the blame on Leao. Oh, okay, they're attacking up the left. Oh, man, that was a great save. Donnarumma has saved these guys. All right, again, what's his name? Okafor cuts in on the left. Boom, tries to curl it on the right. It was going right in the corner. Donnarumma, for all the mistakes Donnarumma has made, he has made up for it today. Donnarumma is good. He's just young. He doesn't have the same mentality as Buffon. And Buffon's a freak. Like his arms are longer than his torso. Like he's just like a spider. Oh, you Stronzo! Oh my god! It was difficult, like the way the ball was bouncing around and all the defenders, but still, man, uh, it's just because it's football. Doesn't matter if there's 5 minutes left. In 5 minutes, a lot of shit can happen. I'm not being facetious, but where do you think Celtic would end up in Serie A? I'm not answering. I'm leaving that one alone. I'm leaving that one alone. Who are you asking, me or Oliver? I'm leaving that one alone. It's funny, you know what, Joe? They did some sort of weird experiment. Like, I don't know how they did it, like some simulation thing. How teams like Juventus or Inter would fare in the Premier League. It was such bullshit. They had Juventus like come fourth or something, third or fourth. But yeah, right. No, he has. He's had a good game. Loftus Cheek's been good. I know you don't like him. That's why you're saying he's a second division player, but he's played well. He's been solid. It's funny, you want. I love watching football, so I love long game. But I want this game to end soon. I just want Milan to get that 3 points. Look, for me, it's different. I wasn't born in Italy. See, people born in Italy are different. They don't give a shit. Like for example, Ollie, right? Even though Rangers are a Scottish club, you don't want to see them do well in Europe. I hate Inter Milan, but I still wanted them to win the Champions League. I still want an Italian team to win. If I was born in Italy, it'd be different. I'd be more hardcore about my team. Because when you go to the stadiums and you see the opposing supporters and the atmosphere, it changes. It changes a lot. So I can imagine going to a Juve Inter game because I know Inter hate Juventus. Even though Juve versus AC Milan is a bigger game than Juve Inter, even Milan don't hate Juve the way Inter do. Because they try and say that, oh, Juve stole their titles and this and that. Yeah, Ollie, just because of the money, to be honest with you, that's just how it is. I think mid-table. I think mid-table. Even possibly top seven, like maybe Conference League or something like that. That's pretty good in Serie A. It's still off the post shit. See, this is what I mean. It's the 88th minute. The Korean dude almost scored. Wow, that was nice. He went a little back, forth, back, cut it in, left. To be honest, though, the keeper did have it covered. But look at how high the ball was. If that was a little bit higher, that was a good. Yeah, that was a save. That was a save. He hit it onto the post. Skriniar off. Yeah, he's struggling. Skriniar's struggling, which is funny. Which I think is so ironic, Joe. The Inter Milan player, ex-Inter Milan player playing for PSG is struggling. It's not really my team, MB, but it's an Italian team, so they're winning. They're winning. It's almost over. It's almost over. Check your thing. I actually sent you a link. Come on. How many minutes of injury time are there? It's almost the last minute. Yeah, to be honest, Joe, I wanted Skriniar to stay on so he could get a red card. But he's already missing the next game anyway. So I get scared in these moments. Like now, yes, 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 yes. Just get, yeah, that's what I mean. Just get it out of there. Yeah, that's it. Through ball. Yes, fall on the ground. Yeah, I know. Oh, your hamstring. Oh, it hurts so much. So just keep doing that. Waste time. I'm sure you're in pain, buddy. Joe, I still think Inter AC. I think maybe in the 40s or 50s, Juve versus Torino.
Hey, Gigi.
Hello. Let me put the volume down a bit.
I'm loud. I don't want to interrupt your stream. I saw you sent me the link before, but you sounded so serious into it, so I don't want to disrupt because I'm not watching it.
Nah, you're all right. You're all right. I was just it's just different when doing like say like I'm doing like an analysis, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at the screen and chatting, but because I'm watching on this and kind of having to commentate, it's a bit it's hard. I think someone else came on just chilling, like during one of my other live streams, and
Yes,
obviously
Oliver, you're watching the
we
game
have
too.
the sorry.
Oliver's watching and Joe's watching.
Yeah, Oliver and Joe, of
Oh,
course,
that's
they're
cool.
always here to show support. And my other weirdo fan also came to visit. It was just like, drop the link. I was like, dude, you're not
Yeah,
important enough.
yeah, not today. Not today. Not tomorrow. Been there, done that. Had your.
Well,
That's
the
done.
audacity of these people, like, who are
Who even
you?
cares? That's what they want. They want you to
Yeah,
acknowledge. You
it's
know
like,
what? You didn't. Who cares?
like, you know what? Go to my channel, go to the about section. It says football, not arguing with the mentally handicapped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Well,
football.
right now you're giving him what he wants, so just watch the game. Joe and
Oh no,
Oliver are
he's
watching. I
playing.
don't. I don't
Yeah,
really
no,
have the game on here.
he wants attention. I know. It's like a child. Just ignore him.
Yeah, because that
Oh,
little
that
like what they want. It's like, oh, look what he said. Like, oh, how
look
day?
at me. It
Look
was
at me,
me.
look at me. You just made his
It
day.
wasn't me. I don't have any other stock accounts. He blocked all my accounts.
Unbelievable.
I know, what an idiot.
So
Oh,
what
oh, oh. Sorry,
score?
it's the last minute, and whoa, 7 minutes. There's still 6 minutes to go. It's all right. I'm just
No, I want to know the score too, Oliver. What's the score?
2-1.
2-1.
It's still 2-1 to
Okay.
AC Milan 2, PSG 1. But PSG, oh shit. Oh, they fucked up. They almost scored. PSG is like one of the richest clubs in the world. Like they had Messi before Miami did, but Messi was he didn't really like have a great
Yeah,
time there.
yeah, that's good. I don't know but you have to tell me privately, like after the stream, and maybe I could watch like some of it on YouTube or something. I don't think the American TVs have it, but maybe I could
No,
find it. Like,
you would have to pay for it. In the Champions League, it's one of the biggest competitions. They don't play even in Australia. They don't play it on TV.
oh well,
I
oh,
had to pay. Well, actually, I'm using my friend's account, so but he has to pay for it.
yeah,
It's like
um,
one of those pay TV. Oh, they're attacking.
Oh, poor Joe, his blood pressure, because it's so close.
Yeah, because it's his team. It's his team. Well, look, last fortnight I did Celtic for Oliver, so I kind of this is already a great game, but I know Joe likes Milan, so I kind of dedicated this one for Joe.
That's cool. It's like
Mm.
when my kid has her tournaments and it's like coming down to the last inning and it's like a couple runs and like it's like those are the exciting games that like the parents are like on their feet. It's like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
always towards the end, the closer you get to the final of any game.
Oh, is this what I remember last year around Christmas? I was in New York City and what's that team starts with an A? They won something.
Oh, that's the World Cup.
Argentina. Is this
That's the
what you're
World.
watching?
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
what
no, no, no. World Cup's only once every 4 years. World Cup's like, yeah, it's this is the Champions League. This happens every season.
Oh, cool.
It's just last year, I I didn't have the idea of doing watch-alongs. I was like, everyone does watch-alongs. Why don't I do it? Because it's hard to get. Lots of people have to pay to watch this, so I might as well, give them a live watch-along. I've got my Stoner cereal.
What are you watching it on the computer or you watch it on your TV?
Phone. I prefer watching it on the phone than the computer, so I can just in case, like I have to block anyone or put up a comment or whatever.
I got you. Oliver, I'll look into that. What team is that? Inter Miami. Remember
And
that,
Zoom.
Joey.
Sorry.
No, remember Oliver said Inter Miami. I'm gonna write it down so I'll look into it. I am
Yeah,
in
that's Remember,
Florida.
a certain person was gonna give me a jersey.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
pink. That's their pink jersey. Yeah,
The one that was coming on the private jet.
yeah. The one that was gonna fly me there.
Yeah, I'll look into it, Oliver.
Stronzo. Miami has support sometimes. No, but you know what, Oliver Chiellini plays for either New York or New Jersey. So that's actually my team. No, yeah. So I'm going to be going for one of those teams that have Chiellini. I think it's New York.
Wait, they're in New York playing?
Not this game, but New York has a team in like
Oh.
in the American League.
Oh,
But
cool.
Messi obviously plays for Miami. There are a lot of good
Yes.
players going to America.
I'm telling you, it's
Oh,
like
I feel
it's
sorry for Joe Delamura. PSG is pushing real hard. They're coming up
oh
the left
no.
wing. PSG have that player, and he's always dribbling past players now. He's the player that scored 3 goals in the World Cup final for France. Mbappe.
How much minutes are left on this?
Literally 30 seconds. There's 7 minutes of injury time. It's 6:40, 6:41. It's just that it's PSG are really trying to push, like they know it's the last few seconds of the game, so it's going to end any second.
All right, let me hang up so you could really be into it for Joe and Oliver. I'll talk to you later because I don't want to like
Are you sure? It's
disrupt
up
their
to
flow.
you. I don't want. I feel
No,
like
no, no,
I'm
no, no. Watch it with them. I'll talk to you later. Hit me up
all
after.
good, all
Bye,
good.
bye, Joe. Bye,
No
Oliver.
worries, no worries. I'm not
Bye.
kicking you off. So okay, bye bye. Oh, this could be, Messi regarded as the greatest player ever. Yeah, I think so. Ronaldo, I think Evra said it well. Is like uh, Ronaldo's the hardest working player in the world. Messi is the most gifted, not as hard working. If Messi worked as hard as Ronaldo, he he'd probably have like 10 Ballon d'Ors. I put Lauren's message up there for you, Joe. Bit of support. This is It's 7:56. 8 minutes. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. I'll kill your family if you don't blow the whistle. It's been nearly 8 minutes. Come on, bro. Oh, look, and PSG are attacking. I hate this, man. It says 7 minutes injury time. It's 8:13. Andiamo. Blow the whistle. Atosoro. Congratulations, Joe. This is a very big win for you guys, bro. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Look, I'll tell you something, Joe. You know I'm a Juve fan, but in Milan, I know traditionally since like the 50s, Inter were always the rich team that all the superstars and shit used to follow. AC were actually representing the working class people, so that's why I prefer AC. Plus, Inter hate Juve so much. They actually helped influence all this bands and shit like that. Oh, Mbappe, another moment of silence for Mbappe. All right, let's have a look at some other results. You want to go through some other results quickly? What other games are there? Oh, so Celtic's still playing. Let's have a quick look. I'm so sorry, Ollie. 5-0. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Lazio final. It's still 1-0. Oh my God! Just as I final almost scored. Yeah, it was. That was a great win. Lazio just won. Final whistle. All right, let's go back to Celtic. Why does it keep going to Athletic? It's not going to Athletic or Celtic. Oh, that game's over. Oh, yeah, 6-0, Ollie, in the 88th minute. And they're still attacking. It's a corner for Atletico. Wow, Atletico play nice. They're a hard team to play against. Not just for Celtic, you know what I mean? If AC had to play, or Inter, whoever had to play Atletico, it's not going to be an easy game, you know? So yeah, I'm putting up I told you, PayPal, it's like what all the kids have these days. It's the new cool thing. Forget about cash apps and stuff like that. I've got PayPal there. If you want to, donate. My heart hurts, and my water heater's broken as well. Oh, come on! Let's get one goal just to add some. That was the last defender too. That should be red. Again, why are they so soft on these players? Joe, they should have had a red today. PSG. Skriniar should have been sent off. Ah, Oliver, I didn't know that. After 23 minutes. So, oh God, no wonder why. Nah, you're all good, Joe. You're all good, Joe. I was happy to see it too. I was happy to see it as well. Like, all right, what other, did any other Italian teams play? So we know Lazio won. So, yeah, tomorrow morning. Let's see, tomorrow morning. Pretty sure. Again, I want to do like a game that's crucial. You know what I mean? Where is it? PSG Milan, Barca Shakhtar, Celtic Atletico. It's actually getting warm now. It's going to be a hot day. Oh wait. Oh, I went a little too far. I'm looking at games that are in like a month's time. Inter are playing tomorrow. Napoli. Yeah, I think that seems to be the go. Arsenal Sevilla. That's a good game. Arsenal are a decent team. Play some very nice football. Not just decent, good team. Sorry, play some really nice football. And Sevilla, Europa Cup winners for like a record friggin' number of times. So yeah, Bayern Gala. Nah, no. That's the game for tomorrow. So Celtic beat Inter European Cup final Lisbon 1967. Joe, you weren't a kid in You weren't even born yet in 1967. Then, no, non mi dire cazzate. Come on, bro. But no, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, it's full time all round. I know. I still actually have to work today, so thank God I have to work later on. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow morning in about 23 hours or so. Ollie, Joe, people who came in earlier, MB, thank you for protecting me. Yeah, have a good day, evening, wherever you are.